First, as just a little introduction, I'm Father Chris Redke, and I am a classmate and friend of Father Gary's. So when needing to go on vacation, I was very happy to be able to assist him and to be here with you today. Whenever I hear this gospel story today, the one of the sower going out and throwing the seed on the ground, I'm reminded of that painting of Vincent van Gogh. It's called just that, The Sower. If you've seen it or you have an opportunity to see it, the beauty of it, I think, comes from looking at the sower, the one who is throwing the seed. Now, I made a copy. Obviously, you cannot see it, but I'm going to encourage you to go and Google it and look at it. And what you'll see is that this sower is placing his hand into the bag of seed and isn't even looking where he's throwing the seed. He just is casting the seed. He's not concerned about where it's going, what the ground might be like. In the painting, you also see birds there on the ground, in the midst of what's growing, where the seed has gone. And you see in the background the beauty of the wheat that has grown. The picture and this gospel today doesn't tell us that God is only going to throw the seed where he sees the good ground, where he knows that it's going to take root and it's going to produce something 30, 60, and 100-fold. What the Lord does is he casts the seed indiscriminately. He doesn't say, well, that ground is going to produce something, so let me just put the seed there. Cast the seed, knowing that some will fall among the thorns, some will fall on good ground, some will be on soil that isn't deep enough. But he continues to pour out his word to us indiscriminately. He doesn't wait for us to be ready to receive it. He doesn't say, well, she's not ready. I'm not going to pass those gifts on to her. I'm not going to sow my seed in her heart. I'm not going to speak my word to him. No. The Lord continues to pour out his word, his love, his compassion. Not because we're ready, not because we are worthy, not because it's time and we're definitely going to produce something great, but out of his great love for us. He knows that the risk is worth it. You and I are worth it. Because that seed, also his word, his very self in the Eucharist, can change us and transform us and produce within us, no matter where we might find ourselves. Oftentimes, I think when we hear this gospel story, it says, well, I try to be that good ground, but it doesn't always work. And sometimes I have these anxieties in my life and they're there. And, I know that I'm not producing what I should be because the anxiousness gets in the way. I get excited about something in faith and then all of a sudden it dies away. And we can look at ourselves and say, I'm not ready. I'm not worthy. I'm too anxious. I have too much on my plate. But today, look at the sower. Look at Jesus himself, who's going to sow the seed of his love and his compassion and his mercy and his goodness upon us, no matter where we might find ourselves, because of the depth of his love for us. Today, as we hear this story, realize the Lord's not waiting for us to have it all together, to be perfect, to cast the seed, to throw the seed upon us. But he does it knowing that it will return to him, knowing that he is the one that will change us, transform us, and make us his own. Don't worry today about what kind of soil you are, where you find yourself. Maybe just ask the Lord, keep sowing the seed in me. Keep placing your love and your word in my heart. I trust in your power.